kind of stuff. So for me, I accept life like this. I have no idea how humanity got here. I don't even know if it's going to last forever. I don't understand any of that. My thing is like, I don't question it because there's no way for us to figure out just how life got here. We have evolution, which I believe evolution more than I believe Adam and Eve and a talking snake. Two sons. One of the sons kills the other son. They have more kids, so those kids all have sex with each other, so it's incest. So then all these incest people come, and now we have the whole planet Earth, so we're all the product of incest. Which, if you look back at the Bible, it clearly says don't sleep with your sister. But it's okay if there isn't that many people around. If there's no people around, then you can sleep with your sister. But if it's populated like we are now, that's a bad thing. It doesn't make sense. See, stuff like that doesn't make sense.
And it's crazy.
When you're dealing with, I mean, I love science. I love the whole concept of, and I know exactly, science is you're just observing things. Science is work. It's the opposite of religion. Religion is just sit on your butt and listening to somebody. But science, you have to get out there and you have to figure out stuff for your own. You got to make calculations. You got to think. You got to use your brain. It's a tough thing, but there's just certain things I don't like. I don't believe in the Big Bang Theory too much. I feel like the universe was always here. And the stuff that's in it just comes and goes. For all we know, there could have been millions of civilizations before the Earth ever formed. For all we know. We don't know. And because stars have a lifetime, you're just never going to know. Because even our sun is going to blow up or whatever it's going to do. Turn into a giant red giant. And
exactly.
My favorite thing is when these guys, they come up with these theories like, well, we're going to move the Earth. We're going to move the Earth out to where Jupiter is. Or we're going to colonize one of the moons on Jupiter. I'm just like, are you kidding me? You're going to move the Earth.
It's nuts. It's nuts. And that
He's a scientist.
The money is being taken from the people to move the Earth. That's where the money's coming from. It's coming from the hard-earned money, the hard labor of the working people. Brother, Mark, it's crazy. It's like, when I think about it, okay, let's think about the existence of God, because, and I'll play devil's advocate. Let me play devil's advocate for everybody listening so it could, we can get into that. When I said scrupulous, I'm thinking to myself, like, it's so intricate, it's so meticulous. There's so many things going on that I think I could think from one perspective. I think to myself this, that the world around us is created based upon this thing that is within us that is called the mind and the imagination. And how that works, I don't know the depths of it. That's just one perspective I take on it. But when you think of a creator, something that's beyond a divine entity, we have to take into account the writings of a man named Bertrand Russell. And I actually have a book here, brother. Are you familiar at all? Have you ever heard of this guy, Bertrand Russell?
No.
Okay, this dude, he is from I want to say the 1800s and late 1800s, and he was a philosopher, and he wrote a book called On God and Religion. But there's a piece in here that I want to make a mention of, and I have it highlighted, and it deals with the idea that, and I'm going to paraphrase it, but I have the book in my hand right now. It deals with this idea. If there is a God, okay, and this, again, a paraphrase of Bertrand Russell. If there is a God, then, and God is the creator of everything, then why would God had created such thing as everlasting punishment within hell, if God is the creator of all? And that's a paraphrase of Bertrand Russell, who was an atheist, agnostic, and I think I actually found what I was looking for as I'm sort of perusing it. And let me read. I think I just found this, brother. Here it goes. Bertrand Russell. There is one very serious defect in my mind in Christ's moral character, said Russell, and that is that he believed in hell. I do not myself feel that any person who is really profoundly humane can believe in everlasting punishment. And that was pretty much what he was saying about the idea of creating of hell, you know. But I want to take the other stance for devil's advocate. And for everyone listening in that does have a faith base,
right.
Whether it be Christianity.
He's not listening right now, probably already turned it off.
Yeah. For those that are still with us. Exactly, bro.
Right. I do my best to try to lose my Christian friends on Facebook. I mean, a lot of them are really cool people, and I love them. I got one friend named Ruthie who I always go to bat with, and no matter how much I offend her or try to offend her, she never caves in, so she's cool. We just, it's just a healthy debate. I mean, you can believe in what you believe in. I believe in what I believe in. I try to make fun of it. I'm not trying to change anybody. Just through my own life experience, I do not believe.
Yes. And I think that's well said, brother. Mark, that is the right, idea that I take too. Regardless of what anybody believes, it's a healthy debate. And it's an interesting debate, which is why we love having that on the show. We've had people of all different perspectives on the show, friends of all different backgrounds, friends that did not believe at all, atheists. And I think that, when somebody who comes across an individual who is atheist, who just doesn't believe in the existence of God. And it's a concept that can be hard for individuals to conceive, or I should say to allow into their consciousness, because for our whole lives we've been conditioned to believe in this thing called religion, and that thing called religion makes a lot of money for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It's a little crazy.
Well, that's true too, because here's my other theory. Of course, nobody likes this theory, but I think it's a true theory. There's no way that you see all these top people on television, these top evangelists, there's no way that they believe in God. They have to be atheists. They just figured out a way to fool all these people and steal their money. Because if they really, really believed in God, they would be acting a lot differently. Because they would be in danger of hellfire.
Yes.
They would be in danger of it. And so you have to understand something. I used to be a crazy Christian. I was standing out there in Times Square, handing out tracts, telling people they were going to hell. I was doing everything.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. That's awesome. It's crazy.
The difference is that, for me, if I do something, I expect to see results. It's like if I hand you the keys to my car and I say, go, that's my car, ready to start it up. There's a 99.9% chance that the car is going to start up. If I give you the keys to my house and I say, go, you will able to, if I tell you there's something, give me some ice out of the refrigerator, all these things are going to happen. But with religion, you can just pray and pray and pray, and something doesn't happen, and somebody comes over and says, well, you didn't pray hard enough. So I'm like, well, is there some sort of measure that I don't know that I prayed hard enough? You see what I'm saying? There's nothing that you can reach. He's like, you don't have enough faith. So how much more faith is there? Like a percentage of faith? Because if I ask you to open the refrigerator and look, I said, well, did you look in the icebox? Did you do this? Did you turn the key all the way? There's always something. Oh, that's what it is. But then there's nothing like that you can relate to in religion. You're just basically praying and hoping for the best. That's like a person who buys a lottery ticket and hopes for the best. I mean, when people jump out of an airplane, they have faith that their parachute is going to open. And almost all the time, it opens.
And just recently, it didn't for a girl. I saw on the news or the
I saw that. But
that's crazy.
That's because Jesus sent his angels down really, really quickly to get her down, and that's why she's saved, because, that's exactly what happens. That's what people tell you. I mean, one of my favorite things is when it's like the hurricane's coming, right? The hurricane's coming. We all see it. And, I'm in Texas. It's not an earthquake, which happens instantly. You have plenty of time to get out of the way. You got plenty of time to do whatever you got to do. But it comes, it crafts all this stuff. Everything is messed up, and you hear all the same thing. Well, it was a miracle. It could have been worse. It's a miracle A miracle would have been if it came through here and dropped $50 bills. That would be, or if you just woke up the next day and it was completely gone.
Yeah.
That would be a miracle. But for me, if you have hurricanes, you have all this stuff that happens on this planet. To me, it's like the planet is a dangerous place. So you live here, and you're taking your chances. And so I don't believe in any of that. I don't believe that there's some guy out there watching over certain people, because that's exactly what he's doing. Because there are plenty of people out there that pray, nothing ever happens. There are plenty of people that die. Children, I'm working at the Ronald McDonald House for the Children's Music Foundation, where we give guitars out to kids and stuff, and we go over there.
Awesome.
And we hang out with them. And when I first went there, I got really depressed, super depressed. And I just couldn't believe these little tiny kids had cancer. I mean, what the hell is this? Like I was even, and then you got people telling you, God bless you, and I said, I'm even 10 times more of an atheist than I was before I went in there. Why? I said, because there's a God, and He's out there. Why the hell is this happening? I mean, see, the whole point is, if this is what I used to ask my pastor. Of course, he got pissed off at me. If there's a God, what is He doing? You see what I'm saying? If there's a God, what is He doing?
Yes.
And then somebody's like, well, how do you wake up every morning? What is that? Lots of people don't wake up every morning.
Yeah, that's right.
Lots of people don't even go to sleep. So I mean, what is that? So that's the best God can do, is wake me up. I mean, I have an alarm clock. That's the best He can do, is just wake me up. I mean, what is He doing? That's what I want to know. So if somebody can explain to me what He's doing, then I would be impressed. But I don't see anything. I just see lots of people. Some people are having a great life, and a lot of other people aren't. So for me, if you have this dude that's in space that takes care of everything, why isn't he taking care of it?